Hello and welcome to another Picture This Thought. It's a slightly strange picture that I've chosen today because it's this. You probably don't really know what this is a picture of. It just looks like an abstract light burst. What it actually was some fairy lights pinned to the side of a bookcase. It was that way up, and I twisted the lens as I took a long exposure. But it's interesting, isn't it? Things aren't always what they seem. Sometimes we haven't got a clue what's going on, or sometimes something looks one way but it's actually another way. And I've been doing a lot of thinking recently about the kingdom of God, and one of the things I love about it is how subversive it is, how it challenges the status quo, and how the way that things seem now are not the final result. The kingdom's very upside down. Jesus talks about the first being last and the last being first. And I love the fact that the way things are in this world isn't it. That's not how things are going to stay. So the people with the status and the power and wealth now are not necessarily going to be the people who are honoured and revered in God's kingdom. In fact, he's come, Jesus says, for the poor and the marginalised, the widowed and the orphan. It's interesting that he can say that blessed are the poor, blessed are the weak, blessed are those who are broken. That seems a strange way of looking at reality. And yet, when Jesus comes to redeem his people, all those things that people have clung to, wealth and status and power, will be shown for what it is. And religious hypocrisy will be exposed as well. There are many people who have been calling on the name of the Lord but haven't actually been bowing the knee to him, and those people will be exposed too. So things may seem unjust and unfair at the moment, and indeed a lot of the times they are, but God's working on a much deeper level, and the true nature of things will at some point be exposed. So let me pray. Lord, thank you that things aren't always what they seem. You look on the heart, whereas we so often look on the outside appearance alone. Lord, help us to be people of integrity whose inside matches our outside profession to follow you. And Lord, thank you that you will right injustices, that those who have abused status and power will not be allowed to do that indefinitely. Thank you that you will restore your people, that those who've been made poor and have been pushed to the outsides will be brought into your kingdom. Lord, thank you that we can trust you to work in ways that we can't imagine to bring about your justice and your healing. Amen. Well, thanks for tuning in. Join me again for another Picture This Thought.